What's up, everyone? It is I, Snuck, welcome to the brand new Gotta Go Cast episode. Today, I've brought with me Failboat and Jav. How are you guys doing today?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Doing well. I better get paid by the end of the month or else you'll have some issues.
Alright, great. Thanks, Jav. Anyways, so as y'all noticed, Jav is my co-host, and today, we're going to be interviewing Failboat. First of all, how was your day?
Doing pretty good. Just came off streaming some Kirby. People really enjoyed it, so feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Welcome to Gotta Go Cast. First of all, I just want to say that it's pleasure having you here. You're actually one of the few people, one of the few Nintendo specific, I guess, content creators that makes videos about Kirby and Mario. And yeah. Pleasure to have you on. Other than that, let me explain how Gotta Go Cast rolls. So, it is separated in 3 sections. We got the kid questions, the fan questions, and our questions, me and Javs. But yeah.
Sure.
Alright, are you ready for the kid questions?
Yeah, hit me with them.
So let me just say one thing, okay? Take the kid questions with a grain of salt, because I have no idea where Snuck even gets these these questions from.
It's from his YouTube comment section. Anyways, are you ready? Are you ready?
I am.
All right, question number 1. Are you still gonna make videos with exploding TNT?
Is that nothing against it? Absolutely, we still talk often. We're still good friends. I think he's sort of on a little bit of a hiatus himself, but if you ever wanted me in a video, absolutely. I think there's been some times in the past year or so where he's asked for some voice lines, and I've tossed them into the ring, but yeah.
God, I haven't heard of exploding TNT since 2013?
It's been a minute.
Jesus, man.
Channel's been around for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's question number 1 with the kid questions. Question number 2. Are you actually exploding TNT?
I am not. I love that running joke for a while because of course he hasn't done a voice or face reveal, or he's done a voice reveal since, I'd say about 2 years ago now. But up until that point, it was a fun thing that there were 3 channels in the umbrella, and I was the only one giving my real voice. So everyone was like, what if he's just everyone? I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, Pink Yoshi and them lot.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. He's not. He is Failboat. And yeah, do you have direct contact with Nintendo is the 3rd question.
Direct contact with Nintendo? No, I don't. I don't have any ins with the big N.
I think it's because, you make a lot of Nintendo content right now, so I guess they're just asking that. But yeah,
sure.
Those are the kid questions. They weren't as bad as others because with others like Sir Pello, they were asking him for Deltarune Chapter 2.
It was those kid questions were making me question where did he get these at all.
Yeah. Anyways, now we're on to the fan questions. I've got some fan questions lined up. These are actual questions about your channel and stuff like that. And yeah. So question number 1. How did you start YouTube and why?
How did I start YouTube? The first videos I did, because I opened up with Minecraft modded content. I saw mods on the Minecraft forum back in the day, and I would scour that for any new releases. Yeah,
I would virus my computer trying them on.
I never understood how to install mods. Once in a blue moon, I'll be able to install it, but then it'll just never work again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. For me is right. So I grew up with no computer. I grew up with one trash computer that I virused in a month. But then I moved on to tablets, so then I try to install mods, but then I just end up installing resource packs. So I ended up with nothing. But yeah, go on.
The good old days.
Yeah, I opened up with doing modded showcases and stuff, which was a really good exposure for a channel that was, just sort of starting up with less than 100, less than 200, whatever subscribers. Because I would see a cool mod on the mod page and then be like, hey, I did a review of your mod or a showcase of your mod. and the mod maker would often put the video I made on their front page, showcase with all the rest of the show-offs and features.
Ooh, okay, that's really good. That's a good boost.
Yeah, and so before, I even understood what the algorithm was, having that as my like main way of getting views was really interesting, because some of my videos would get like a few thousand views, which admittedly definitely should not have gotten a few thousand views. They were very, very bare bones, and I, looking back on it, respect the mod makers a lot for tossing up my videos and giving them a chance. But yeah.
I mean, technically, back in the day, people had like limited resources to like make videos and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, your videos were pretty good back in the day, like in that spectrum, if you could say.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Because a lot of people didn't know how to record, record Minecraft. Like some people tend to like grab a phone and just like put it on like books and shit, and then just record their TV or their.
True.
Yeah.
That's how I used to do it, regrettably.
That's how I used to do it on my Wii, because back then I only used to have a Wii. But yeah, other than that, that is the first question. Why'd you transition from Minecraft content to Nintendo / other video game content?
Just strictly due to interests. I was doing Minecraft stuff as like my main gig for like 5 years or something, because I started the channel junior year of high school.
Ooh,
and I did like, weekly, daily, monthly uploads, whatever they were, for, all of the rest of high school, all of the rest of college, and then, beyond. But up until about junior year in college, I was still doing Minecraft primarily. It just took a few Nintendo things to actually start to move out of the Minecraft sphere, because back then I would upload a Minecraft thing and that got all my viewership, and I uploaded like a Kirby Let's Play and that would get like nothing. Like that would get absolutely nothing comparatively.
That's fair, because Kirby wasn't as big back in the day as Minecraft per se. It was like it was more popular in Japan, like the Asian side of what's it called? Asian side of the YouTube community, because not a lot of Japanese people used YouTube back in the day. Like it only started like transpiring either this year or last year. How can I say this? So mostly, they just watch Nintendo. They just go to like public places and just like watch trailers and then just play the game. Play the game, I guess. But yeah, that's just.
Yeah, and back in the day, also Nintendo didn't like super enjoy you making content on them.
Yeah,
there was a lot of like restrictions and
during the I forgot what was it called, but like they would like strike you down or take a percentage of your ad revenue no matter what. No matter what you did.
Wasn't this like Nintendo community page thing that
partner program? That's what it was.
Yeah, this was even before the partner program though, because the partner program still sucked. They only had like a select list of games, and they took like something abysmal, like 30% of all income if you applied through them, and it was really bad.
Really bad.
But even before that, that was their compromise. Their compromise before that was, if you uploaded, we are claiming the video, and you can not only make no money off of it, but a chance of not even having it like work. So Nintendo was a very dangerous subject for a while. So I definitely in part due to their laxing of limitations is why I was able to move over to Nintendo full time.
That is
Wasn't
fair.
there like I remember hearing like if you even like try to make like Nintendo content, there would be a possibility of you getting a copyright strike?
Oh, I'd believe it. I mean, I know that some songs even today, like Breath of the Wild, had a fair few songs that
not even
you
songs.
couldn't. Like,
oh no, yeah, Silver Gunna and like some of the other music channels that primarily upload Nintendo music, yeah, they got shut down badly.
Oh no, not even songs. It's also sound effects. Like
sound effects, cutscenes.
Yeah.
I recall distinctly that it was who's the bird on the accordion?
Rivali?
I believe Rivali. No.
Yeah, Wait.
Rivali? I think Rivali is the guardian person. It's been a while. The bird on the...
I know who you're talking about. The bird with the accordion who like sometimes are in the towers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember his name.
Yeah, that guy. His song specifically was like something that could be claimed, and he would appear in a bunch of villages. So like you just couldn't go to the villages in streams and videos if you wanted to like avoid his song. So, you know, it was a different time than it is now, and I'm glad it's had such laxed rules now.
Yeah, because like that guy's everywhere. No matter where you go, you will see him or hear like a little bit of his song.
Exactly.
So, like, you would have to play Breath of the Wild in like a very odd way, so you don't even try to encounter him.
Yep.
Yeah, he'd just show up and be like, "All right, give me your monetization right now. Let's go, bring it." Like instead of like having like his instrument, he just has like that YouTube demonetization symbol on his end. He's like, "Come here, bitch! Come here!"
Or a cease and desist.
Yeah. The big aura around him of demonetization.
Yeah, he just pull up in the JoJo aura. But yeah, that's that. Who inspired you to start YouTube?
So I recall a few people that inspired me. In the very beginning, the people that inspired me to start were Edit ZP and In the Littlewood, two Minecraft YouTubers that I enjoyed watching a lot. And as I, grew older and got through more eras of YouTube, I ran into a lot of other people that just gives a lot of, I don't know. I ran into a lot of inspirations throughout the time.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, a lot of YouTubers like pop in. I like DanteDM, LD Shadow Lady. What's his name? Okay, I remember Minecraft Story Mode specifically. So I think his name was like, wait, what's his name? Not Captain Sparkles, the cat dude.
Snappy Longnose?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Minecraft Story Mode was like a different breed. It was extremely popular back in the day, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that game was getting covered everywhere.
Oh yeah, Minecraft Story Mode. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a huge game. I'm actually planning on playing it again soon, but yeah, that game is something else.
What year did it come out again?
I think 2013, 14.
That's a 2013 game. My goodness.
Yeah, it is.
I believe it.
It is a long game. I mean, Telltale is not even a thing anymore. Like the servers got shut down.
That's true.
Yeah. So it must have happened. I mean, the servers got shut down after Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 and The Walking Dead. The latest it released The Walking Dead and they shut down all the servers, so you can't even submit anything.
I just searched it up. October 13th, 2015 is when Minecraft Story Mode came out.
Ooh, okay, that's a long time. That's like what, over 7 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you made videos on it?
Nah, I never did. I always saw it and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool, but never actually got into it.
You plan on playing it?
Well, maybe sometime in the future. It would be a fun way to.
You can't buy
a little look back.
No, I mean, like, I think you can still buy it on Switch.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure it's provided in some locations. There's ways.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, yeah, what's next? So a lot of people have been asking these specific questions. What inspired you to create the name Failboat?
So Failboat was a 2006 internet meme for a while, like one of the early internet memes. And it was literally just a boat that has been driven on land, or a boat that is sinking or crashing, and it just had a very simple template to it. That was it wasn't even a template. It was just like a one line that was like, all aboard the Failboat, here comes the Failboat. Stuff like that. A Failboat was just a way to refer to a boat that is failing. I know, shocking.
This sounds like an ancient meme.
Yeah, it was like one of those
So it's
there's
stuck?
no. It stuck. It was just a meme that I thought was really funny back then, and I was like, I'm gonna change my name to Failboat because I used to be named. Yeah, that's the one.
You're referring to this, right?
Yeah, that's the iconic one. There's a lot of them. There's that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm starting to imagine your name now, and if you like other memes, like peanut butter jelly time.
Oh yeah, there's a chance it could have gone way off the rails, but thankfully, Failboat of all names to have of all memes to have named myself after is a very lucky one in my opinion, because it is a meme that a lot of people don't know was a meme. It was a little bit more obscure. It's recognizable to the few who remember the era, but otherwise it was a meme I was able to like, shape into my own identity. It has two
really
good parts to it. Yeah.
Which is really good.
Punchy name, nothing too complicated to say. I very much lucked out on that.
That's really
yeah,
good.
that's one. I didn't even know that was a meme. I thought like the name Failboat was because like you like boats or you just failed at video games a lot. I thought that's how you came up with the name.
It really rolls well, and in the fact that like I see the word Failboat, and I think of it. So I mean, it's just like synonymous with how I think of myself, as any username is to anyone. It's just really funny to me. Like of all things, Failboat. I don't know. It's odd because I don't care for boats specifically. There's nothing about me that was like, oh, I'm a failure, haha, back at the time. So I was just like, oh, very random assortment of two words that just happened to be good enough to work.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
That's funny. Yeah, it could have been other memes. I don't know what else existed back then.
Yeah,
that would have caught on, but that's dangerous time.
Yeah, there was peanut butter jelly time and other stuff.
Troll face.
Oh yeah, troll face.
Which goes to my next question. What was your favorite Newgrounds animation from back in the day?
Favorite Newgrounds animation? I didn't really browse Newgrounds too much back then.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really get a Newgrounds like awareness until like later on, and I like looked back and I saw some things. I know a few that I saw on YouTube that I believe are Newgrounds sourced.
Super Mario Bros.
Oh yeah, SMBZ. Oh, you know what? That's a great one. SMBZ was a huge inspiration for like I used to do like sprite comics. Like they were so cool.
I'm a sprite animator. I just suck.
I want to learn how to be one, but I just can't.
Yeah, well, we all know, both me and Jav know a lot of sprite animators.
Yeah.
So we know Asilas Goji, who made Super Mario Bros. Heroes of the Stars. If you know what that is.
I think I'm familiar.
Yeah, it is. Okay, it wasn't a Newgrounds animation. It was a YouTube animation, but it was on par with Super Mario Bros. Z, in popularity. But yeah, other than that, yeah, there are a lot of things that inspire a lot of people. I'm assuming that a lot of people inspired you to commence with the YouTube, and trying to stay alive in the YouTube algorithm, because some people nowadays they rely on like clickbait and stuff, but I see that you're not doing that, but you're doing your own thing, which is really respectable. But yeah, those are all the fan questions that I managed to get that don't interfere with me and Jeff's questions in the last section. So Jeff, you can start off with your questions.
So, what I wanted to talk about, since primarily right now you're doing Nintendo content, I wanted to have like a little quick discussion about like Nintendo as a whole and like their games, like their game lineage. So, first question, what would be, this is like a very easy, like a common one, but what would be your least favorite or your like preferred or favorite Nintendo game that Nintendo has created?
My favorite Nintendo game or least favorite Nintendo game?
Yes.
I mean, I would have
Hotel Mario.
Hotel Mario, exactly.
No.
If we're talking game versus series, my favorite. Oh man, it's actually a pretty tough division, because there are a lot. I want to say Kirby, right? Because Kirby is like so near and dear to me. But then there's also like Pokemon.
Mario is missing.
And like Mario's missing, and Mario is missing from this list.
I feel like this is a this would be like a hard question, because like Nintendo is like unanimously is like synonymous with making good games almost all the time, but there at least has to be some games that are not really highly praised as before. Like for example, people absolutely despise Triforce Heroes, even though I think that's a good game.
Oh, I just played it through recently. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's a very good game. A lot of people seem to not like the Legend of Zelda genre that much anymore. It's due to Hyrule Warriors' port to the Switch.
Yeah,
because it was a laggy mess. It was a laggy mess. And when OLED came out, people got even more mad because of the burn-in on the OLED. So it got even worse.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's got even worse. So yeah, they don't like Hyrule Warriors, and they got like a sour taste on the Zelda genre now. It's kind of like you're trying to eat candy that looks sweet, but then you eat it and then it's sour. So it's like, so then it's like, oh, I don't like it, but also like it. Ah, it's good, but it's also sour. It's hurting me. Something like that. like it looks good on the Nintendo perspective, but it has a lot of frame drops, which also interferes with other things. You can't play a game that is unplayable. For example, Hotel Mario. A lot.
Oh my god, you're just not gonna let that game go, are you?
No, I hate that game with a burning passion, man.
You're the one who decided to play it. I told you not to.
All right. Anyways, so quick. Tell me explain this a bit. So I'm doing the ultimate Mario games marathon. I'm playing every single Mario game to ever cease to exist. Yeah, I've been doing that for a week. And yeah, there are Mario games that I wish I have not played.
I could believe that.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad Mario games. Fun fact. Yeah. Other than that,
So, like back to the besides the little detour, back to like our discussion at hand. I have like some of my favorites Mario games, mainly on mainly on Switch, like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and games like that. I still need to try Kirby because I heard that game has been popping up like crazy. But yeah, those are my favorite. But I can't really think of some of my least favorite Nintendo games or some mediocre ones at that. What about you, Failboat?
Yeah, I would say my least favorite series. It's not much of a series right now. Is ARMS. I think
that's fair.
like ARMS is so cool from so many perspectives, but God, the one game that's been out so far has just not hit the mark for me. It's a fun concept that, for some reason, just I get the general reason. The controls don't feel right in my head, but like, I don't know. If I had to think of like every Nintendo franchise, like even Fire Emblem, I got into for a little bit, very little bit. But I was like, damn, I could see myself like getting lost in this if I wanted to, you know, really dig into it. Like Xenoblade, I've gotten a new appreciation for. I finally got a chance to play like Mother 3 with a fan's translation. Like I have positive experiences with like a lot of games, and even ARMS when it released was really fun. But like over time, I just was like, man, I feel like the limit of this game has been hit, or at least as far as I want to give it in effort. So I think ARMS stands out for me as like the series, the game that doesn't really, you know, have too many accolades.
So far, that game has kind of been a one-off. Do you think that Nintendo might make a sequel?
Absolutely. I do not think they're gonna let that game die like immediately.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit, but I think we're very due for an ARMS 2 eventually. Maybe for the next console. I have no idea how well it actually did sales-wise, but I do know it's not really talked about too much. So
yeah, it is not. I can confirm that game has been hated for years, even though the reason why people hate it doesn't make any sense. They're saying that the controls are bad, even though you can just switch controls.
Yeah, like motion controls are kind of optional.
Well, the thing is, with that, to my understanding, the button controls don't give you as much flexibility as the motion controls. So,
really?
From a fighting game perspective, you would need, from like a competitive perspective, you would need to use motion controls to get the full optimization of your arms.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, I get it.
And so that's where I'm like, oh, I would love to use buttons, and I tried using buttons, but then I can't control each arm as independently as I could with motion. And that's my frustration of like, well, I want to be using all the options at my disposal, but I have to use the motion controls to do that.
That is fair.
It's not like it's not like you could customize it to like broaden your like to be like more suitable to your play style, right?
Yeah, I think they did add button customization. I know that the Switch as a whole now has button customization. Maybe I need to, you know, update the game and give it another shake. Maybe they've patched up the things that, you know, I had problems with. But even still, I think the game would lack a little bit in content for me.
Yeah, I get that. As someone who loves fighting games, especially 2D, I understand that very need for like fluid and like strong controls.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like that game might not get a sequel. This is coming from a person who made the unfortunate sin of becoming a Kid Icarus fan, and look where I am now.
Yeah, that is very sad.
Yeah, but you're also the kid that bashes on Kingdom Hearts for no reason. Anyways, back to
Shut up, all right?
back to our main topic. Yeah. So you said you like fighting games, like right, Failboat?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Who's your main in Smash, bro?
Minecraft Steve. Because he's really funny to make people angry with. Oh, dude, when I play Minecraft Steve and people like sigh or get frustrated, I'm like, oh, it's
no.
perfect.
I wasn't sighing at that. I was mainly sighing at the fact that this doofus over here asked you if you like Smash because this guy spams with Little Mac.
I don't spam with Little Mac. All right. Thank you.
You
All right.
literally do nothing but forward smash and then the KO punch. You have no right to speak.
No, I have all rights to speak. All right. Listen, Failboat. All right. If you play me sometime, please shut him up.
Please don't.
But yeah.
I'm trying to save you pain, bro. Please don't.
Anyways, other than the Smash talk, yeah, because Smash is a whole other debate on its own. We'd be here for 2 hours to talk about Smash, so let's not. But my main question is for you. So I see that you I see that you like playing a lot of games, and I see that you collaborate with a lot of Nintendo YouTubers now, like Nathaniel Bandy and other people. My main question is, do you feel like you're gonna keep on doing this type of content for another 5 years? Because a lot of people's perspective on some content change, because I have my own perspective on it, because back then I used to make videos pretending to be Sonic on the internet, but now I just make videos about anime and I just make fun of it, which is funny. As for you, yeah, what are you gonna do in the future, may I ask?
So for me, I don't immediately anticipate a switch like I had between Minecraft and Nintendo, because frankly, now that Nintendo's in a good spot with me uploading content and everyone uploading content, the channel's in like a really good place for casual uploads. The stuff I cover, I don't anticipate changing. Maybe changing the production value a little bit, so upload a little less, but make the production value a little higher. Sounds pretty fun. But overall, for like overhauls, big change-ups, switching platforms, it depends on if YouTube keeps doing what, good things. Because of course, YouTube has not had the cleanest past with changes to their website.
Yeah.
So perhaps if they were to change things around a little too harshly, a switch to Twitch wouldn't be out of the picture. But
yeah,
that all said, yeah, exactly. Like overall, I don't think I will change as I want to continue to entertain and create creative content. Exactly. So as long as I'm able to create my creative content, whatever it is, entertain, I think that will be where I'm drawn to, whether that be YouTube or otherwise. And I know at least with Nintendo, they got a good thing going.
They got
I kind of want to keep on, yeah, I kind of want to keep on doing my thing with them because I'm greatly entertained by their games, and every time is genuine excitement when I get to play a game for the first time. So, for as long as that keeps up, I plan on keep on doing it.
Of course, they have a huge fan base. It's Nintendo. What did you expect?
Exactly.
All right, okay. Yeah.
All right, here's like another question I have. So, Nintendo has a whole portfolio of series ranging from all the way back when they first started making video games. What series do you think needs another installment that has been dormant for such a long time?
I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but Kid Icarus.
Yeah. I'm not alone, thank God.
100%. I played, the Uprising game, 3DS one. Yeah. It was fantastic, and I was like, damn, this really hasn't been remade. I'm shocked. Even as a remake, as with a whole, it deserves a sequel, honestly. But even with a remake on Switch controls, it would be amazing.
I mean, there has been rumors about a kid, people have been saying something from some game is gonna get remastered on Switch, and people are speculating it would be Kid Icarus. If it's actually Kid Icarus, I'm going to lose my mind. But
I believe it. Yeah,
that's fair.
I feel like one franchise that deserves another chance is actually Star Fox.
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
Star Fox Zero had a lot of promise. The issue was the controls, especially with the gamepad on Wii U.
Hmm.
And so far, the only Star Fox thing that we had was Starlink Battle for Alice. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, as a sucker who paid $40 for that game is beyond boring.
All right. All right, that's fair. All right, Failboat. All right, I wanted to tell me if I'm stupid or smart. So,
Okay.
so recently I made an investment. So I've never owned a Wii U in my life, and only recently I bought one. I bought one on Amazon for over $700. Somebody paid me money for it. Yeah, because I live in North Africa, so the shipping and all that. Yeah, $700. Do you think that's a good investment?
$700 is wild. I'll be straight up. I mean, it is probably going to be the last official way to play a great deal of Nintendo games that aren't available on, you know, the Switch at the moment. Maybe they'll add the whatever it's called, the eShop legacy stuff back eventually.
The Switch Online thing.
Maybe that'll become a little bit more, you know, lucrative and expansive rather. But I'm not really sure what else is on the Wii U that would warrant the major purchase unless we're digging into like Breath of the Wild modding stuff
Okay, so I haven't touched my Wii U in 3 months. So
well,
it's been sitting here.
That was just a waste of money.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, that's an important detail to add to this. If you're getting use out of it, maybe you can turn around something. But I mean, if you just, you know, put it on the shelf for 3 months, then I guess, you know, maybe it's not worth the investment.
Especially with the whole, like, I might actually have to get a Wii U soon because there's like some Sonic Lost World DLC I always wanted to try out. I just recently got a 3DS and I hacked that thing from hell to back because
he's copying me.
Yeah.
I bought a 3DS. He buys a 3DS. I bought a Wii U. He wants to buy a Wii U. What is wrong with him?
Funnily enough, when Nintendo actually announced that they were going to be shutting down the Wii U and the 3DS's eShop, I immediately DM'd this guy and be like, "Oh, that was a great investment, huh?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Inspiration is about flattery.
Yeah, no, Failboat, like a dead ass. So the moment I got the box and I unboxed it instead of the Wii U, I opened my phone and Nintendo posted a tweet about them closing down the services.
It's amazing timing.
Yeah, like perfect timing. I'm getting ready to play Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're closing it.
That actually happened to me before, because like I forgot what direct it was. I think it was it E3? I forgot, but like legitimately 24 hours before I watched it, I ordered a Sega Genesis, and they announced that they were gonna put Sega Genesis on the Switch, and I couldn't cancel at the time. So like, oh my god, I just wasted my money.
Yeah, well, unfortunate.
Yeah, but yeah,
you'll still have a greater flexibility with what you got though. So,
but yeah, that's actually very
that's fair.
That's fair. But yeah, my next question is, this is going to be one of my final questions, by the way, Failboat. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, so I'm making a video about Kirby. Okay, so Kirby, about him being a god. All right, I'm going to say, I'm going to talk about how Kirby is a god, right? Yeah, I'm not a big Kirby fan. Like, I love Kirby, he's a very good character, it's a very good franchise. I just never got into it. So yeah, what I want to know is, how can I transition Kirby into a style of being a badass?
Are being a badass or also being a god? Because are you looking for points of evidence or?
Yeah.
Okay, so End of Star Allies will definitely give you a little bit of couple points towards the Kirby lore. End of Star Allies, it's kind of revealed that Void, a being known as Void Termina, Void, is shaped just like Kirby. In the boss fight with it, it grows like a Kirby-esque face and, you know, laughs as you attack it. And the music in the background plays like a distorted Green Greens theme. So it's a little bit like, oh damn, this is like a little bit grim seeing an entity so similar to Kirby just really lost and sporadic and almost demonic.
Doodlebot.
Yeah, like the Doodle Bob, like a
Yeah.
massive entity Doodle Bob.
That's fair.
Little bit like, I don't know, seeing that makes you wonder what Kirby himself is. So,
That's fair.
I think that's an element towards it.
I feel like an example of him being a god or a badass is the fact that this man survived supernova level explosions with not even a little bit of a scratch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's also fair. Actually, one of mine.
I am convinced that Kirby is literally just a black hole in a little pink puffball's body.
There's a very good line. Again, I won't spoil anything for
Sorry, Allies. Oh no,
for Forgotten Lands.
Yeah.
But there is a very badass line in the descriptions of one of the swords that you can get and upgrade. Yeah, there's a very, very, very badass line in the final upgrade of the sword line. But yeah.
Yeah. My final question is, and then I'm gonna give the mic over to Jav.
You cut out. Repeat that.
I said, my final question is, before I'm gonna give the mic over to Jav, what's your favorite anime, Failboat?
Oh, favorite anime, To Your Eternity.
Oh, let's go!
Don't even have to think about that one.
I don't even know what that is.
To Your Eternity is... Well, I don't know. There's a lot of animes, I would have to say. You know, there's a little bit of recency bias in To Your Eternity. I've watched it a bunch. It's probably one of the animes I've seen the most because I enjoy making myself cry and watching others cry when I show it to them.
Yeah, that's fair. As a voice actor, I'm kind of forced to dabble into the anime genre and then like watch different anime, like to see how like different tones function. And I love that anime half to death.
Oh yeah, Mob Psycho is another like really well-rounded, great one.
I just started watching that one after I finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh man, it just To Your Eternity, Mob Psycho, and then with extreme nostalgia glasses, Naruto.
Oh, finally, I have someone who actually understands good anime.
I love Naruto. I love Naruto.
No, you don't understand. Like, okay, so like, kind of an inside joke here. Me and Snuck, we know a whole bunch of people who keep clamoring on about the fact that One Piece is the greatest anime of all time compared to Naruto.
It's not.
It really isn't.
Okay.
Well, I will say, I don't think Naruto is better than One Piece.
And just like that, I lost respect for you.
Yeah, there we go. Like, I will say, you know, I grew up with Naruto, and boy, that soundtrack hits forever.
Oh, yeah.
I think One Piece has so many bangers, so many, like, S-tier songs, but man, nothing hits as hard as the Naruto drums kicking in, and, like, the flute starts to go crazy on the Zamazet or whatever it's called.
Fierce.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The feels that Naruto hits me with are, maybe it's because, again, I grew up with Naruto. One Piece is something I did not grow up with. But man, the feels I get from Naruto are just absolutely in a class of their own.
My favorite moment was like when Guy like used all of the gates against Madara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when he used the final attack. I forgot what it was. Night Guy, that's what it was.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
So, okay, Failboat. So, you want to know what I'm gonna be doing soon?
Sure.
So, I gathered up 11 contestants for a big dubbing tournament. Yeah. It's gonna be a very funny tournament because it's not gonna be serious at all. Okay, so basically,
I'm gonna be paid for doing this. I swear to Christ.
Okay, so I'm giving the podcast watchers an exclusive. Whoever does the worst out of everybody wins. It's meant to be funny. So yeah, it's like I make you think you need to do good, but then you go back and you're like, wait, I have to do bad. So it becomes a very funny scenario. It's like two people paired with each other. Yeah, yeah, I've been looking for judges for it. I already gathered 2 people to help me judge with this. But yeah, if you want, you can judge for it. You can hop on. You can hop on. We're gonna have so many chaotic people. You can hear the chaos.
Thanks for telling me
It
this.
sounds really fun. I have to get back to you on that and figure out, when it is.
It's in May, so like
it's May 19th.
Like May 19th, so like you have like a lot of time. Oh Jesus, I'm one of the contestants, by the way. I was forced to do this.
Yeah. So
I hate you with every passion of my body.
So I'll name you 3 contestants. I think you'll know who they are. One of the contestants is Sir Pello,
Okay.
Luigi Kid, and Ouija Pie. If you know who those are.
Luigi Pie, I feel like I've heard of.
Okay.
I know Pello.
Yeah. So you know SMG4. He's an SMG4 Inspire channel. He makes like videos reacting to stuff as Luigi. Yeah. Yeah, I've known him for 5 years. He's a really good friend of mine. Other than that, yeah. Now,
Dude, I just need to say one thing real quick. To you specifically, Snuck. It's Senior Pello, not Sir Pello. Jesus Christ,
bro. Okay, you have no idea, bro. Failboat. Let me explain to you what this man almost done to me. He was gonna ask Pello to speak in Spanish for the entire interview. How was his plan? How was his plan?
And I would be the only one who would understand him.
Yep. Gate kept from the conversation.
Yeah, gate. Okay. So since Snuck wanted to pass the mic to me, my question is, you see, like with the Switch going on its I think, its 5th year. It released in 2017, and I remember people were saying that it's like halfway through its lifespan. What do you think the future of the Nintendo Switch holds?
Oh, it's really hard to tell, right? Because Nintendo Switch does, it has a lot of lackluster features to it. Nothing really seems like it's going to change in the way of themes or whatever department. And then they'll just be like, hey, new update, we added folders. And, up like 5 years into the console's development cycle.
They didn't even announce it. They didn't even announce it.
Yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, we have this.
Soft drop. Yeah. So, frankly, I can't read it. And if anytime I try to read Nintendo, I can't. And especially when it comes down to the way they handle the Switch. There are so many ways they could do it. Everyone talks about the Switch Pro and wanting an upgrade. It seems the demand is high. And of course, people really like Switch games. They sell very, very well.
Yeah.
So I think it's only a matter of time before we eventually see Nintendo's next big thing. But I would have a hard time giving you an estimate on when and what it would be. Because they are really all over the place with what they actually do to the console.
Yeah, for me, like, I feel like later on, maybe in a few years, we'll finally get while we have the NES, the SNES, N64, Genesis, Switch Online games, I feel like there will be a point where we'll finally get GameCube and Wii games.
That's 100 years in the future, bro.
My biggest support for this was like the fact of considering how 3D All-Stars sold well, and how well Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine ran well on those on the Switch specifically, even though those games, especially Sunshine, have never seen a re-release. I feel like the Switch has a whole bunch of potential to re-release old games as a part of the Nintendo Switch expansion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge, a console that you can play wherever you like with a touchscreen. It really does have grounds to be like, just sort of like every console, I feel, could be at least brought over to it to some degree.
I just don't know why Nintendo doesn't capitalize on this. It's like, the money's there. I'll pay for it, but they just never seem to capitalize on it.
Yeah, who's to say? Who's to say?
That's fair.
Okay, yeah, that is true. And this is going to be like my last question, and it's a very nostalgic one, but in a way. But what was your favorite console growing up? This is a question that people ask all the time with varying different answers and various reasons why. But for you, Failboat, what was your favorite console growing up, and why did it become so attached to you?
It's the Atari Jaguar.
Shut up.
I would definitely. Oh God. Favorite console growing up: GameCube, and Game Boy Advance. Both completely have a stranglehold in my mind.
The Nintendo
I'm like,
Polystation.
dang. Nintendo Polystation, exactly.
You just find these obscure consoles and just bring them up out of nowhere. What is wrong with you, Snuck?
Oh no, I ordered these like last year and they never pulled up.
You did what?
Yeah, I ordered these last year and they never pulled up.
When you ever come to America, I'm slapping the shit out of you, bro.
But yeah, go ahead, Failboat.
Yeah, no. I think like those are just like the big ones. I grew up a lot playing. I mean, also like original DS. Like sort of that era I recall doing like a lot of things. I think saying original DS is a good overarching way to encapsulate both Game Boy and the DS games, because you could, play Game Boy games on them. But yeah,
So,
no.
As a follow-up to that question, what are like some games that like you played the most on those consoles?
Ooh,
Like you absolutely love to death and you would go back to at any time.
Oh, Drake and Josh.
Pokemon Rubies. Oh,
Drake and Josh.
Shut up, alright? Let him speak.
Pokemon Ruby / Emerald. Definitely like some of my most played games. I actually have my Emerald game still. I can boot that up and take a look at it every so often. But that, and also Mario 64 DS. Huge fan of that one.
Loved it. You love to see
One of the
it.
first, I think it was the first game I ever 100%ed. So
That's
yeah, I
good.
put a lot of time into it.
I cannot with any Mario 64, bro. I like the game is good. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like Galaxy's a way like a lot better. That's why. That's always
very
my
strong.
favorite. That was my first. Well, not my first, but it will always be one of my favorite Mario games, other than Odyssey.
My favorite Mario game.
For me, didn't mean to cut you off, but like for me, my consoles growing up was always the Wii and the PS2.
That's fair.
Mhm.
My favorite Mario game is Mario Galaxy 2, and my favorite console right now is the Wii. Because I can play Galaxy 2 on it.
You cut out.
Oh, I said my favorite Mario game right now is Mario Galaxy 2, and my favorite console is also the Wii.
Keep cutting. Are you saying Galaxy 2 or Galaxy 1?
I said Galaxy 2! Galaxy 2!
You keep cutting out. I literally have it with me right now, man.
That's weird. Yeah, I hate Discord. Other than that, yeah, that's my favorite Mario game, Mario Galaxy 2. Anyways, that is Gotta Go Cast. That was the episode.
Excellent.
Yeah, how'd you like your stay? How'd you like Jav?
I like how you point me in specific, like I'm an issue here, or like I'm a fungus that you need to watch out for. You're a jackass, you know that?
No, it was great. Thank you for having me on. I like the questions. I like the banter.
Yeah, of course, man. You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
Only Neet was here.
Mhm.
Yeah, if only Neet was here. Yeah, Neet is the odd one out.
Yeah, because he wasn't here.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on today's episode of Gotta Go Cast with my co-host Jav and
Just not a video gamer.
and our guest host Failboat. Failboat, you have 5 seconds to shout out anything that you have on the screen.
I'm currently looking at Twitter. I go check me out on Twitter, I guess, then.
Yeah.
Twitter.tv/Failboat103, my main source of content creation,
Bye, check 'em
obviously.
out.
Bye.
But yeah, that's fair. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Failboat, on today's.
We'll make sure to put all your socials down in the link below. Of course, I'm pretty sure he's like the most popular out of all of us, considering he has like over 1 million subscribers. But
yeah.
thank you so much for joining on this podcast, Failboat.
Absolutely. Again, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Gotta Go Cast. Failboat
Don't
might
play
return.
Smash Bros with Snuck.
Okay, shut up. Okay, Failboat might return in the future on season 2, maybe. Cause I got a special thing coming on season 2 of Gotta Go Cast, which is gonna be next month. Next month is gonna be season 2. I've been doing Gotta Go Cast for 2 years. It's been fun. It's been very fun. Anyways,
Very nice.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.